Welcome to the Beard Me That Beer podcast. I'm David.
And I'm Sam.
Welcome to episode number 12. And today we have a very, very, very special guest with us. First ever.
Yeah.
First ever. Probably the last.
See how this goes.
Yeah, after this, we're done forever. No, we have Korey Ross from Volte. What is Volte? It's a pretty awesome band. And they got a self-titled album that came out not too long ago that we are totally going to talk about today. Korey, ladies and gentlemen, Korey.
It's really a privilege. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Wait. Oops. There we go. Korey.
Yeah, laughing.
There's that crowd right outside right there.
Korey Ross. Audience, chill. Oh, they stopped so nicely.
Yeah.
You haven't even heard anything yet.
They're so in sync.
It's like someone pressed a button.
Oh, no.
Thank you so much for joining us, Korey. We are stoked.
Yeah, me
Very.
too.
And
Thanks for having me.
We were super stoked listening to your album. And we'll get to that. But first, the brewery. From San Marcos, California, Wild Barrel Brewing.
I totally forgot that you had mentioned that they were from San Marcos.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, you did.
Are these the beers right here?
Those are the beers.
What do we got?
But yeah, I'm going to read a quick thing from their website. Wild Barrel Company was first conceived by two friends, Bill Sisak and Chris White, in 2016, one evening while enjoying a cigar and great craft beers.
That's it?
Nope, Bill Sobeski.
It's like, that's
amazing.
I like that.
Bill Sobeski, an award-winning home brewer of 25 years and a longtime friend of Bill Sisak, was brought on board to brew the beer. And the three friends and founders began the process of opening a brewery in San Diego, the craft beer capital of America. That should say world, because we have the best beer ever. Other than that, I'm not going to read too much, but they are known for their Weisse series, which is those two beers. We have two Weisse series beers. They have some fruited kettle sours, and a lot of West Coast stuff, hazy, juicy IPAs, and we have one today, an Imperial pastry sour, which doesn't make sense to me.
I was like, do you mind explaining what that is?
Well, Imperial implies that it's very strong, and you usually see that with stouts that are like 10%, and mostly because you taste just alcohol. A sour is supposed to be like a lighter, like those gummy
That's a good
worms.
Description right there.
Like
Yeah.
those gummies you have right there.
Not good with words.
Is that for pairing today? Or are you pairing that with?
No, this is just,
Sam does
I'll
some
share. But
It's just your snack that you have on the side.
yeah, unrelated. I forgot to put it away.
unrelated. Sam eats every episode.
Awesome.
Tacos or candy.
Any
Like
literally
different
anything.
food every single time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Wow.
Let's try
Yeah.
to find that good lip smacking sound.
So yeah, an Imperial pastry sour would be that it's very high content alcohol wise. Pastry would mean it's like a dessert and very sweet and then sour.
Thank you for explaining that.
So like a key lime pie which I had at the brewery on Tuesday, was green. It was green. The beer was green.
Is it key lime pie beer?
An Imperial pastry sour. So it was a sour with high alcohol content, and it was a key lime flavor. Tasted like green Jello.
It's
which
actually
was awesome.
amazing because key lime pie is my favorite. So
Oh, too bad we don't have any key lime pie today.
yeah, thanks
But
for ruining this podcast.
thanks for making this the worst day ever.
oh no.
All right, let's jump into it. Which one, Korey? Would you like to pick a beer?
Since you're the
Well,
guest
we're
of
talking
honor.
about key lime pies and sweet pastries and Imperials, stormtroopers. So I think we should try this one out.
What's it
you-
called? You
it's
want to
ca-
read it off?
I'm going to read it for you guys, just because I'm the first and last guest, as we covered already. So
We are being canceled right now.
the show is over. We got the white chocolate raspberry torte. Or is it torte?
I would say Torte.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
This
Silent E.
I have to say this is funny because everyone who hears about us for the first time, they say, is it Volte? Because it's Volte.
That was going to be the first question I asked.
Yeah, so I'm kind of making fun of myself because this is Torte.
Silent E.
Yeah, I should probably know that, huh? Okay, Imperial pastry sour.
What,
and,
is there a percentage on there?
Let's see here. 8.5%.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
That's
By
that-
16 ounces, of course.
So, which is in fact
This is... There's the picture of this lovely woman eating... What do you think? Is that a key lime, or what do you guys think?
that looks like a white chocolate raspberry torte.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Because,
I'm pretty sure it's what
Let's
it's
give
in
this an open. Let's go.
Some
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get there.
Smell the aroma. Lick the finger.
Sam is totally against the way I try beers, but he's learning.
What?
What's
Learning how much I dislike the way you do it.
I do like they taught us in the class how to do it properly.
how to properly pour like I'm not right now?
You know the real proper way of pouring beer, everyone would hate. You're actually supposed to pour straight down the glass to make foam.
What?
And then you wait for the foam to come down, and then you do it again until you have an inch of foam.
I need a demonstration.
No, that would take too long.
And then some guy at the bar that thinks he knows everything is like, "What are you doing?
That was
Professional."
That's me.
I've been drinking beer my whole life.
Coors Light's a beer.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone. So what
Cheers.
we do here is we do a little sniff. Sour,
I don't care for this.
tardy.
You already tell you can't like it.
No.
He doesn't
the
like
sniff.
This
Oh.
He
process.
doesn't like how serious I take this.
No.
It's very sour,
it's fine.
very tardy. I don't smell any sweetness whatsoever. So then I do a little.
That's probably my least
mouthwash.
favorite part. Yeah.
I learned because I always thought when you try beer, you want to have a blanket palate, like,
There's my mouthwash.
but you're actually supposed to have your palate ready. So you want to do a little. Oh,
I think I just about cleaned all that sugar off my teeth and those worms just now.
There we go.
It's good.
but you're supposed to want your palate to be ready for it because you'll taste a lot more.
It's ready for anything.
This is
All right.
surprisingly flavorful and joyous and wonderful.
All right, I just tasted it. So I get raspberry for sure, tardy, soury, very carbonated, almost like mixed drink seltzer. Not really getting the chocolate.
I don't get that at all.
Yeah.
There's chocolate in here?
Well, it is called the white chocolate raspberry
Actually,
Torte.
kind of like that after flavor. I'm sort of.
Well,
maybe,
white
maybe
chocolate-
I'm just telling myself that.
A white chocolate is a very soft chocolate compared to dark chocolate or milk chocolate or regular chocolate.
Bitch chocolate.
I guess white chocolate would be the bitch chocolate of the chocolate world.
See, that's the,
Astute observation.
Yeah.
Sam.
It's mellow. It's a mellow chocolate.
it's the amazing thing about tasting things. You just tell people what they're tasting before they have it, and they go, "Oh yeah."
Absolutely.
It's like when you go wine tasting, like you're gonna get hints of,
Hints of oak and
Yeah.
and cherry,
and then they go, "Oh, I can, yeah, totally can taste that."
Absolutely. I can't pick my own words. I like what you said.
I've never been to a tasting ever, but
Really?
no
For wine.
for anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you tasted things?
You've never been to a restaurant, or
I mean, do you tastings at restaurants?
I was making a joke, but it didn't really work. I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to wine tasting. As much beer as I drink, I've never been to one of those like beer tasting pairing things. Oh, actually, no. Maybe I have. Yeah, Elsmith. They did a dessert one.
I've never been to like a beer tasting, but I grew up in Sonoma County. It's just all wine there, so
That's all you have.
That's
that's the only thing that exists in Sonoma County.
What do you think of this beer, Corey?
It's good.
I like it.
It's interesting. I'm not really much of a sour guy, but this is. I might drink like half of one of these cans. So,
I don't taste
yeah.
8.5%.
Sounds like a high compliment.
That's
Yeah.
that's the,
That's good.
That's the crazy part. I don't taste 8.5%.
No,
I don't really taste any
this
alcohol.
is actually pretty good.
I do get the chocolate at the end though. Now I'm getting more of it.
Right?
Yeah. Way at the end, like after I
You're
swallow
tasting
it.
chocolate. Yes.
I also taste fart a little bit.
Really?
What were you doing before this?
Have you tasted that before?
Farting, plopping. I liked it.
The aroma's in the air. Yeah.
I like it too. I don't get so much the chocolate like you're saying, but definitely.
I get it way at the end, almost like after 3
Yeah,
sips.
you got to wait like a minute, and then it's kind of there.
Yeah, and then it's at the end of a sip.
I'm just choking it back.
Do you like chocolate? Do you like sour?
What?
You like sour stuff? You're eating gummy worms, yeah.
Yeah, he's got like sour
Corey,
patches,
you don't like
you?
candy? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I'm just more of an ice cream guy.
Yeah, there's no sour ice cream.
It's a different kind of
Well, I
sweet.
guess
There is
sorbet.
sour
Sorbet.
ice
I know.
Sorbet.
So the other day I saw they had like Sour Patch ice cream in the
What
store.
the fuck?
What?
It scared the crap out of me.
That's
Sour
probably
and
strong.
dairy just makes me think of soured milk.
Yeah, well,
But sorbet though, is
that's how they
not
make it. They
ice
wait
cream.
for it to expire, and then they.
Well, that's all dairy.
It's great. Great.
Anything
great.
if
guess
it's
that's a
not
good
milk,
point.
it's already expired. Yeah. All right, because I'm a stickler, we'll use 3 different Cups for the next
Wow,
one.
look at you. Where's the discard
But
pile?
if you want, you can pour yourself more of any beers we try during the review.
I'm trying to watch my figure, so.
Yeah, watch it grow.
Out.
Yeah, me and Sam have been doing that.
Watching it grow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the things we do.
I mean, that's what you do when you do this.
We're going to try the next one, the Weisse Mixed Berries. This is 5.6%, and it's got this cool, like, wallpaper kind of style going.
What kind of berries?
That's like strawberry and a
What kind of berries is that,
blueberry.
David? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's not. Or is that blackberry?
It's blackberry.
It's
Yeah.
a blackberry?
Yeah, it's got a
Okay.
little.
It's like that's definitely blackberry.
This is the blueberry right here.
Do you remember? I saw.
What?
You don't know where that's from?
No, I was
South Park.
I wasn't ready for
He's
it.
drunk already. He's been drinking too much
We
of
had
this.
So I saw this tweet on Twitter that said
twat?
someone was super high at the grocery store and they forgot what a strawberry was called, so they said the ginger fruit with freckles.
I hate that.
I like that, actually.
I know. What else are you gonna say? The red thing.
The fruit with freckles.
Whoa, that looks like
That
a
was
smoothie.
That was definitely not the kind of pour that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You just I don't know how to. You just threw it in there.
Is that what they're teaching you in school? Just to pour it straight, like you were saying? Oh, wait. There we go.
That looks thick.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
You said you were watching your figure, so I put less in yours.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very gentleman-like of you.
Smells like exactly like the same thing. Sour and tarty.
It's like the exact same beer in a different can.
I feel like when sour beers all smell the same because they're just so sour and they're spoiled and their bacteria smell that way.
It's astute observation.
Whoa!
That's
holy
way
shit.
more sour. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm drooling.
wow. You know, I kind of prepared for the situation.
You brought.
Brought water.
Oh, palate cleanse.
Because I knew you were going to give me something that...
I asked
Didn't
Corey what
mesh
he,
well.
I asked Corey what he wanted, and he's like, "Oh, not really drinking." I'm back on my diet. I'm like, "Okay, I like beer."
Yeah, exactly.
And they were all out of Coors Light at the store, so
Wow. I don't know.
Also-
Would you
yeah.
even consider doing something like that on your?
yeah, I totally would.
Would you?
Yeah, like a blind taste. You
gotta
see
taste
which
Oh, okay.
one's which. Like
All right.
Bud Light, Miller's, and see if we can. I think I drink enough Coors Light. I think I know.
What water tastes
You can
like.
totally tell the difference, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, as bland as it is, it's very distinct
they all are.
taste.
They all taste like a different,
Different
chemical.
kind of bland.
different chemical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
different.
Still water. I like this one a lot. I love the color. It definitely looks like a smoothie. It's very dirty. Dirty purple water.
Is this kombucha?
Right?
Kombucha.
I had that kind of popped into my
Yeah.
head
Have
when
you
I
had
sipped
kombucha
this.
before?
Yeah.
Oh, you?
Yeah, I'm not really it's not really my thing.
Good.
Yeah.
Because you look like the guy that it would be your thing.
Really? Yeah, I have that. That woke liberal look.
Over 6 feet tall, white,
Kombucha. Puts out Bernie
Beard.
Sanders tweets online all the time.
flannel shirt.
Glasses. Do my hair.
Don't want
No,
to judge, but
no, that's the one thing that makes you different because most people don't.
Do their hair.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. I'm trying to hide how thin it's getting, so yeah. When I put it up, I think it's harder to tell.
Well, now everyone
I can't
knows
tell.
how thin
Thank
it's
you.
getting.
Yeah.
We'll delete that.
We just edit that one out. I'm super young and youthful and attractive, and my hair is all there.
these are all things.
Yeah.
These are all things that Corey has said. These are all statements.
Maybe you can just compile a little video of
It's your affirmation
all the
mirror.
crap I say on this.
Affirmation mirror for Corey. You will do well.
Play it every single morning.
This is so sour that it's almost not fun to drink.
I have to be honest, I'm not really enjoying it all that much.
It was more sour the first sip I had.
I know, now
it's
you're
less
used to it,
now,
yeah.
but I think I like the first one more.
Oh yeah, I like the first one. I felt like there was more controlled flavor, and
This is
the can
wild.
is crazy.
Yeah.
I want to know who this lady is.
She like modeled after somebody.
She could be whoever you want her to be.
Yeah.
She kind of looks like a Mary Jane.
Good points.
Yeah.
I like it. I like beer. Corey hates it.
Yeah, I'm not even, no offense.
Corey tried it. That's
Yeah.
what counts.
Well, you know what? I'll suck it up and I'll finish that can over the course of the thing.
I like
so,
that.
yeah.
What if you like this one?
It's fine. What?
What if you like this
Then
one?
he'll finish both cans.
Yeah.
We also have more.
Sam's the man.
No.
I bought too many.
You bought too many?
Yeah. They're over here, actually.
I was gonna say. I was like, I thought I
I
seen you
have
set them
9
over
more
here.
cans.
Wow.
Ugh, it's gonna be a long show.
You don't.
Whoa.
Don't. No pressure.
That's hilarious.
What if that was the rule that you made? Like you had
We
to
have to
drink
finish.
everything before the end of the podcast.
No, that's the
No,
YouTube
that's.
series.
I was like, that's the video portion of the show.
yeah. We're planning next season right now, and it's looking pretty brutal.
brutal.
Yeah.
This looks lighter.
Yeah. We're doing some stupid shit. It does look lighter. It looks like wine.
Okay, wait. I think I got this down. So when you put your head in the air and
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think Korey will like it either.
It smells less.
So
well, I definitely taste the blueberries.
this one is called the Weisse Black Currant. 5.6%.
How are these all 3 different kinds of sour? That's like. It's like biting in weird, different parts of my mouth
the
every
white
time.
chocolate raspberry torte didn't really sour it out for me, but this one totally hit the back of my molars, and this one's kind of like the front of my tongue.
I do feel like I'm just drinking candy.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just molten candy.
Yeah.
It's dangerous because you can drink like 6 of these and be like, I feel great, but I'm drunk. They also don't taste like 5.6%. They don't taste anything like 5.6%. They're like 3% to me.
Oh, these ones are the lighter ones?
Yeah. I mean, 5.6 is your standard pale.
This is true.
Your standard non-light beer. Your standard amber ale, which San Diego doesn't have enough of.
Now I get to cross compare. I was smart. I didn't finish the other one before.
You know
I
we have
tasted
more you can pour, right?
it. Yeah. Like, dude, I'm trying to watch my figure. I told you. Come on.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Respect the man's decision.
Nice.
Can-
He's got them all on the board.
yeah, he does.
I don't have the booze anymore.
yeah.
I used to have booze.
We're missing the
but
giant keyboard.
Sam didn't like the booze that much.
What's your favorite preset on there? What do we got?
I don't. What preset?
Or whatever. Like your
Your cue thing.
cues.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
What's your favorite noise sample?
I have different ones that Sam doesn't like me using.
No.
You can.
Am I
use them,
ruining your
don't-
guys' relationship?
No, we're doing that ourselves.
Wow.
Yeah, he abuses that one
I like that.
a lot.
That's like a big announcement.
Yeah.
That's like, let's talk about Volte.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Vault in the house.
That's like a alien kind of movie.
One more. I think that sounds more like Vault.
A literal vault. Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
we won't be using those 3 because we're going to be using music on those 3. Ooh. Let's get into it. Yeah.
Let's do it. I did enjoy this sour session.
I don't
It was quite sour.
if you guys were to rank, what would you think?
I say the white chocolate raspberry
Yeah.
Torte is by far the best beer here.
Yep.
So, like, would you do like a 1, 2, 3 or?
I like the black currant because it tasted really like blackberries and blueberries. This one kind of just tastes like sour tart. I really don't taste strawberry. It's just too blended. So I like that white chocolate, the black currant, and then the mixed berry. I like them all though. So
What do you think?
So I liked the first one the best, and I think I like the third one more than the second one. So I would do
one white chocolate, mix, and then black currant.
right. It's just the second one was just like
I like that one.
it was a lot.
Yeah.
Korey.
I have to agree with you here. It's 1, 2, 3.
So white chocolate,
Yeah.
black currant, mixed berry.
Yep.
I enjoyed them all because I like beer and being Mexican sour is just kind of like
I get it. You'll drink anything. It's fine.
false. I won't drink Belgium style beers or saisons.
Really? You don't like Belgian style beers?
What a
Too
weird
spicy.
What a weird thing to be picky about. But you're Mexican though.
No, like peppery, not like hot spicy.
I'm just being racist.
Yeah. Well, you're Filipino and white.
Yeah.
So
okay.
yeah, you are going to be racist.
You guys actually have other ethnicities, so you can make that joke. I'm not allowed to say anything. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna-
Korey is definitely not allowed to say
Do you have
anything.
Do you have crickets on the board?
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be appropriate.
Yeah. We're just joking. None
It's
of
a
this
joke.
is true.
It's a joke. We're all joking. We can joke about whatever we want because we're doing the podcast and not you, audience.
Good point.
We usually tell people to fuck off a lot on this show.
and they keep coming back. It's amazing.
Surprisingly, we get plays. There are literally people out there that listen to us.
I got to be honest. It's
like-
probably me.
Just
That's what Isabel said. It's probably Sam listened to it like 30 times a day.
All the time. Yeah.
is that how you get your YouTube video or
Yeah.
the views? You just
No,
keep
that's
watching it
so
over and
much-
over again.
That's so hard to watch the same. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah. It's easier to listen to yourself rather than watch yourself. It's like, I fucking hate myself.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, there's one episode where I played Sam's old music
Oh, no.
and he died, which we might do again.
No.
So in front of me, I have Volte, the self-untitled album.
The self-untitled album? Yeah.
Self-titled.
You want to try that one more time?
The self-titled album,
Yes.
their first one.
Yes.
First
Debut.
one. Debut.
Full length.
Full length.
Full length, yes.
11
very,
tracks.
That is,
very-
I got to commend you on that. That's tough just doing that.
Oh,
So-
thanks. I mean, it took like 2 years.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Cause
Only two?
Because Carter doesn't live
about-
here, right?
No, lives in Northern California.
So it's two of you, Korey and Carter Lane,
Yep.
which is the cool part because you guys do all the music and then you just hire out
Correct.
hired guns
Hired guns, yeah.
to do drums, bass, and
Although we do have people that play with us
Regularly?
more often. Like Daryl, who recorded on the album, he's he's pretty much a part of the band. But if he can't make it, then we hire other people because he's
all right,
got
now
other-
is Daryl also up in Northern California? or-
Daryl lives here in San Diego.
Oh, Carter's here.
Carter's up north.
Okay,
Yeah,
but everyone
Daryl's
else is
down here. Yep. But I lived up north, closer to Carter, when we recorded that album, so it was easier to kind of write it, because we were closer.
So you said it took
Easy to
2
get
years.
Yeah, I mean, I was like we were both really busy. I had a school going on and work, and so it was always just kind of writing songs in between. It started out slowly, and then built some traction, and we started really doing it. So yeah, it took about 2 years.
What I love is that you have a hard copy of it too.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Yeah.
enough people do that anymore.
It's everything's going digital now. So these are kind of
And
few
the
and far
quality,
between seeing
the quality
stuff.
is actually better, like because they dumb down the fidelity, I guess, when you.
Yeah, Apple does that. They'll
Yeah.
dumb
Yeah.
down. They'll do their little conversion.
So-
Everyone does that, but it also depends on where you're streaming from. Like
Sure.
if the Wi-Fi is not good, but
So
I
if
love-
you're watching this and you want to actually hear the quality version,
you should buy,
could buy it, yeah.
an album, which you can go to voltmusic.com, VOLTEMUSIC.com.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, I like everything about this. I like you don't see this too, the three,
Yeah.
the trifold.
the trifold. Yeah,
Well, the one thing is, it was really important for Carter to get all his lyrics on there.
which he did.
Yeah.
I'm stoked that
Yeah.
you have.
That's always been like a thing of his,
They're all readable too, because some of the CDs, it's like they're all handwritten.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, or like
Photocopied and
crooked and like overlaid.
These are
And
like-
like, how do I learn the lyrics?
It's like these are the notes that I was scrawling the original stuff on. It's like crosses and X's.
like,
and-
whoa, that's so neat. Except I can't actually read it.
yeah, they're like, oh, I really appreciate the authenticity, but I can't read this.
How did you come up with the name?
I don't really know. I mean, it was funny. We cycled through a bunch of different ideas, but when we started with the music first, and it sort of had this, I don't know, some of it had this sort of spacey sound to us, and so I started looking up, all these like astronomy terms, I guess.
Oh, it's an astronomy term.
Yeah, and that was one. I actually, shoot myself in the foot, but I forgot the meaning of it. But it's one that we found and we actually agreed on. So
Well, that's good.
yeah, we had cycled through a bunch of different names.
And is that why there's like space or
Yeah.
stars and whatever that is? These circles. Are those the planets?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's just sort of, we just hired out an artist and
I was gonna say, I was like, where did the art come from?
yeah, she's in there. Here, let's find out.
You credit her. Well, that's good.
It's a friend of Carter's. I should probably know these. I didn't, I wasn't ready to be quizzed on all of this kind of stuff.
Well, that's what we got.
Simple information. Yeah.
Basic.
Well, I don't know, but I will send you the information at some point in time.
It's okay.
But she's amazing. Yeah, I don't know what you call that kind of art, but she actually like cuts everything out and then places it on top of each other, and
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called either.
it's like geometric artwork or.
So she does it physically.
Yeah.
And then does
Oh,
it digitally.
yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
I'll send
that
if you guys
sounds-
want. I'll send you the link, and you can maybe share her or something.
Yeah,
if you want.
no,
on
we
your
will put that
Instagram
on
or
the-
something.
Definitely.
But she's
put that
got
in the
tons of
thing.
super cool artwork.
I'm looking at your website right now, and
for the first time.
No, I've seen it before. I do like the old
all right.
picture of Carter, the filter.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I'm on there too.
I don't see
Somewhere.
old Korey. Maybe earlier.
Maybe it's not on the website. I mean, it's on our social media, but I think that's like a social media kind of link on the website.
Yeah. Raw, powerful, beautiful. Yeah,
That's right.
Those are terms. Those are words.
Those are words and terms that get people excited.
And then you just recently got nominated for an award.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, had seen that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's with One World Music Radio. I think they're based out of England.
Ooh, overseas.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure how that connection was made.
Someone nominated you.
But yeah, I mean, they had our stuff before and they were playing it on their radio station.
That's
so.
it.
Yeah, so we were very excited about that and honored. And yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I would like to jump into one of the songs. We're just going to play a few minutes of it.
Let's do it.
A few minutes.
No, like a minute.
I'm just joking, man. You can do whatever you want.
It's played on repeat
Yeah.
for like 40 minutes.
Hey, we like them.
This is the part where we stop talking.
The remainder of the time will just be the album.
Right here. Love whispered songs to you. I've helped you to get through this autumn's overdue now. I've marched for miles for you, past burning bridges too. I'll meet the flood to put me down. Don't change your every move. It's not a good look on you. This sound is killing me now. Close your eyes. Whisper to me thoughts and lies for tonight. Tell me something to get me by. Close your eyes. Whisper to me thoughts and lies for tonight. Tell me something to get me by. There was no other way. I saw a barricade, and we just chose to push on through.
I love it.
Sweet.
I like I like the stereo field because you can totally hear all the toms going down, snare.
That's credit to Andrew, our
Andrew.
engineer. He's awesome.
Yeah, he definitely has that nice stereo field going on. I might say more technical stuff than the
I was going to say, I was like,
creative
that's a very technical thing to say up
stuff.
front.
I just like, just because with music now, it's just like,
Copy
pan
paste.
left, right,
Mono.
vocal up the middle, bass, kick, snare up the middle.
Right.
So now there's actual instrumentation where
He plays it around. With the
Yeah,
space.
he was very obsessive because we'd be sitting there mixing, and it was almost like he was just like envisioning. Like, I just want the toms to come like here,
But,
or
yeah.
are you hearing them over here? And he
Yeah.
just point to areas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
he's probably just because I think it's right to left, right? Yeah, where you're in the set in the kit, unless your drummer plays back the other way. But yeah,
Yes.
well, some people like it, like you're looking at the set versus you're in the set. I like being in the set because then it's like I'm in the band.
Right.
More emotional to me. Carter can sing.
He's got a great voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's definitely in
Yeah.
the
it's
song.
like you can feel him like really physically doing it too
Yeah.
when he sings.
He's pushing air, that guy. So how?
I mean, he means what he says, so he puts a
Yeah.
lot into it. Sorry, what were you gonna?
Sorry, I was gonna say. So how did this song come about? Is that who was the driving force initially?
So Carter was the driving force, but this really actually applies to like 98% of our songs, probably. Our whole like writing process. So even when I lived up in Northern California, I still lived about an hour away from Carter, so we couldn't meet up all the time. So, but we wanted to work on this rock project because we had been talking about it forever, and so he would just have an idea. He'd be like walking down the street and have a melody and some lyrics. He'd sing it like into his phone, and then he'd text the voice sample to me.
This sounds real familiar to me.
And I would take it and I would like extract it and notate out what melody it was, maybe change it a little bit, but most of the time just leave it intact. And then I would just write an entire song around it. You know, so whatever I thought was like the verse or chorus or whatever. And then I create this whole instrumental track with like MIDI drums and playing the bass on the keyboard and recording guitar and keyboard and all that stuff. And then I would send it back to him, and then he would write more lyrics to it. And then we did that for about, I don't know, 6 songs. And then he came to my apartment at the time, and then we recorded his like rough vocals over it.
Cool.
And that was kind of the process. But yeah, that was that song. And fun fact about that song, when I originally heard it, I thought that the verse was the chorus and the chorus was the verse. So I had written it opposite, and we have a demo somewhere where it is the opposite.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he was like, "No, it doesn't feel right. Like that's supposed to be the verse."
That's not what I pictured.
Yeah. So we switched it around. Yeah.
What's the song about?
You're gonna have to ask Carter. That
Carter doesn't
yeah.
tell?
Yeah. No, I mean he will, but
What do you think the song's about?
it's about a girl.
Okay.
It
All right.
always is.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, barricade. Putting up a wall. I mean, honestly, I can't even speak to it because I'll butcher the meaning. I don't want to be that guy
I'm
in the
gonna
band.
say it's like he had an issue with someone that caused him to be a barricade or barricade himself.
Well, if he's writing it from
Hope
that
is a
perspective,
fancy dream kind of sticks out to me a lot, especially the way he sings it too. Like that. Honestly, he has an inflection on a lot of things in this song, but that one, especially when you put it in quotes.
Right. Yeah.
Who said
And that's
what's her name?
I mean, he loves to do that kind of stuff. Like I know that some of we both have a lot of influences, but I know some of his favorite since he was a kid has been Tool. And he would always like go through. He loves those types of lyrics where you kind of have to go through and figure it out for yourself. Mm-hmm. And so I know that he used to do that with Tool and other bands where he would kind of have all their lyrics like listed out, and then he would write notes on it, and sort of piece
Research,
it together.
yeah, research.
And so I know like with a lot of lyrics that he writes, that's kind of his mentality.
Cool.
Yeah.
He sounds obsessed with writing.
Yeah. Makes for a good connection because I'm obsessed with the music part.
Music
So
part.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Speaking of influences, what are some of the stuff you bringing into it?
I mean, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because there's
Like I guess bands off the top of my head that always have influenced me are like Muse, Radiohead, Red Hot Chili Peppers, even as far as like John Mayer, just as far as guitar work goes, and
Yeah. That guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy for being that good.
what an asshole.
That guy is too good.
But those are like mostly my influences, and at the time of this album, I was listening to a lot of classical music, so there's like, I don't know, elements of that, I guess.
oh, I definitely, if not this track, there's definitely tracks on this album where you can feel that
think,
big
yeah,
time.
I
so.
think one of them is coming up next that we might listen to first. Cool. Shall we? Seattle?
Yeah.
Seattle. I like this.
Bleeding from my broken lips, I scream and punch the sky. Well, I'm lost like never was.
I love all the textures.
Yeah, it kind of enters dreamland there for a minute.
I don't know if it's this song, but there's one song where it kind of ends with a met. But there's like D and then like cymbal.
Oh, are you talking about the end of Hostage, like the bells?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I also love that it's not just guitar, bass, drums, and vocals. There's
more.
there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of underlying things that you really can't pick out, but if they weren't there, you would know they weren't there.
We don't like to limit ourselves to,
To a 4-piece or
Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever sounds cool, we'll put it in there.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I
Especially this song. They're like, you guys really build up, like, especially towards like that. Is that the bridge or
I guess like interlude.
interlude?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like it's like you're building up atmosphere throughout the thing.
Yeah.
So lots of textures and layers and all kind of interesting things going on.
and you can't just it's going to be this, this, and this. Like you can't foresee in all these songs what you're doing because it doesn't feel like there's any real formula, but there is.
Yeah.
like the intros are all different.
Yeah,
Every song like starts a different way, but it doesn't. There's a connection between it, but you can't tell what they're gonna do next, or like when there's a break. Oh, that's interesting. Like it's not like straight guitar. It's not. It doesn't feel like just.
I think we had like formulas that were kind of done subconsciously, and but there's like I noticed after listening to this like 1,000 times that there's like an element of surprise in the structure of the song that we
totally.
have. So even though it's always what I've noticed with our songs, it always seems like some kind of intro into a verse and then a chorus and then a verse and then a chorus and then it's some interlude where there's probably a guitar solo most likely, but that like part of it, it's never. I don't think that there's a single song where that interlude part or that guitar solo is over the same chord progression as the chorus. That you might find in like a traditional rock,
totally,
song, and then it goes back into the chorus and then some kind of ending. So that's
Some kind of ending.
Some kind of ending.
And when he says some kind of, it really is like back
yeah.
to like how are they going to end it? Because it's never just chorus or like a fade out or would they just stop? It's another texture or an idea.
Yeah. I think a lot of that's like my stubbornness when we're writing stuff.
You don't want it to end, or you just don't know how.
I just don't want it to be
And-
simple.
Yeah, that
I mean,
I get that.
I guess that's just my tendency. But yeah.
Well, it's good. We definitely don't really can't really say anything bad about anything. So
That's a great. Yeah, this is an
will.
awesome podcast.
I will.
Let's do it.
There's
Bring it on.
not. I think you needed 12 songs.
I would. Yeah.
Is there a hidden gap track?
was there like
We
a
talked about
B-side
having a hidden
planned or
track.
something?
We had. Well, we do have a new song coming out.
Very soon.
Yeah,
Repeat It, right?
It's going to be released before this podcast is released. But yeah, it's called Repeat It. It's coming
Which is
on
out
March
now.
6th. Yeah, which is out now.
By the time this is released.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait. I can't wait. I'll be honest. This is the first album in about 6 years that I listened through all the way through.
Wow.
I'm very.
I feel honored.
I'm
actually.
very picky.
That's awesome.
I'm very picky about music, and honestly, if I didn't like the first like 2 songs, I wouldn't have listened to it, and I would have said.
And I would have not been on this show.
I would have been like, Corey, I listened to the first 2 songs.
This has been very different.
Or like, Corey, do you want to come on our show and talk about sours instead of?
I gotta be honest. I know we were going to talk about your album, but we didn't get through the first
Yeah,
2.
the last album I listened to was Common Courtesy by Day to Remember. That's the last full-length album I've ever listened to.
Nice.
And that is not new.
That is, I bought it. I went to Best Buy and bought it. That was the one that they were like, may not release because they were suing. What are they called? I don't even know. Their record label. They were like being assholes to them.
Somebody controlling somebody for something.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, oh, they did release it on their own label. And I went to Best Buy and I got it for $10.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll spend my money on good music, even though you gave it to me for free. But
Don't tell anybody.
it's free. I'll rip it for you.
It's $1,000.
The CD's gold.
Yeah.
I really like Seattle. I really like it. I'm assuming something about being in Seattle.
I actually know that he wrote at least the beginning of those lyrics in a plane flying over Seattle.
Oh, cool.
So, and I think if I remember correctly, I think an aspect of that was paying tribute to like the grunge scene in Seattle. So I think that's what some of the lyrics are about.
Just the Pacific Northwest grunge scene, punk scene too.
Yeah.
Like near San Francisco. Actually, anything above San Francisco was like your West Coast North punk scene.
Did you say the Pacific Northwest?
PNW. Did
Is
you
that
not
really
know
a
that?
thing?
That's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I don't know. I think no. Well,
The
yeah.
PNW. That's a real thing.
Interesting.
Like the Midwest.
Yeah. The Middle East.
When I lived in Chicago, I was like, "This is the Middle East. We're not in the Midwest. There is nothing west about here. We're in the Middle East." And people are like, "Don't say that here."
No, I mean, like, I guess it adds
That's
up.
blasphemy.
I just never thought about it. I was like, yeah, I guess that is technically the
Pacific Northwest. That is a real thing.
Pacific, it's north and it's west.
Oregon and Washington, but I would Northern California is
That's in there.
the beaches look the same to me. Lush and dirty and
Cold.
cold.
So what is it like when you get up to Canada? Is that still the Pacific Northwest?
Canada. That's Canada, bro.
Well, the Pacific Northwest isn't a country, so
Yeah, but I would say
it's just an area.
I say it's Washington, Oregon, and Northern California.
Gotcha.
Which those are lovely places. Yeah, so he was flying over Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense now.
That the song would be
Above
called
Seattle.
The Thing.
Yeah. Well, high above Seattle again.
And that was another one, same kind of scenario where he texted me a little voice memo of him, and it was the verse. Actually, he had a verse and a chorus.
On the plane. Or
I
after?
think he recorded that after.
Okay.
But he
That
wrote
would've
the
been
lyrics
awesome.
on the phone. Yeah, that would maybe, I don't know.
the
It might have
bathroom.
been. Yeah. Yes.
Sir, you need to sit down. Wait.
He's super loud, like screaming into his phone.
I have an idea. I need to get it out.
That's what it sounds like in the bathroom. That unenjoyable box.
You can find him on one of those articles about a bad United Airlines flight where there was some crazy
Where he got the shit beat out of him for not
for doing nothing, for sitting in his seat,
for trying to get his seat.
refusing to leave the seat that he paid for.
I'm finding on a United flight pretty soon too.
Be very afraid.
Oh, I just get randomly check. Sir, can you come with us? Oh, sure.
I mean, you do have a beard. And
Yeah, but we're taking the dog, so we get a cut no matter what. So they're gonna check me no matter what.
Awesome.
Oh, I love traveling with that dog. Saves me so much time.
Fast travel.
Also, I love him very much.
Not just.
He's also
for
a
that.
great dog.
Yeah.
He's also super cool. Awesome. I literally like Seattle, but I think is Obsession your favorite song, Sam?
I think it's mine. It's probably. It's up there. There's a lot. So I like the stuff I listen to. I like stuff that has scale to it, and that song, it's got like. You have really interesting like instrumentation, and you like bringing in all these different elements, and it's I don't know. It comes together in a really interesting way, and I just a really
Also,
big fan
it's
of that.
composed very well because
Yeah.
it's not.
Oh, thank you.
It's not boring,
Yeah.
and I
It's not like a typical
Yeah.
like the
rock
stuff
song
the
structure
stuff I
at
listen
all.
to is I would say it's boring because it's like this verse is some 4 chords, the chorus is some version of the 4 chords from that scale, the bridge is the other chords that weren't used, and maybe the last chorus is a key change. But you have that, but then you'll like change it. You'll go into like a solo will be totally different, like you said before.
Yeah.
And I think it's refreshing.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, and that song "Obsession," that was definitely kind of the beast of the album, especially in post production. It took the longest to mix, and like we began with it because we knew it was going to take the longest, and it was the last one that we completed because we had to keep putting it aside. I mean, there's just so many fucking tracks on that song. I
Yeah.
mean, there's like 20 string tracks.
Yeah.
Did
Did you record actual strings?
No, I wish. I didn't have the funds for that.
Oh, for
kind
sure.
Of,
Yeah.
So those are all Sibelius files in Logic Pro. But
Logic Pro. Okay.
yeah, that's what basically everything that I
All your
created.
Pro stuff is in Logic.
Yeah. Well, we recorded in Pro Tools, and then all the
Here's my files. Logic.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. No, I totally get it. We're using Logic right now,
Right.
but
That's
I do prefer Pro Tools. But it's just so easy to do.
yeah, I'm not really proficient on the engineer side, so I can't really have an opinion. I grew up on Logic Pro because that's what my dad gave me on a laptop when I was a kid. So.
I'm glad you had a good influence.
Yeah. My dad is a sound engineer himself and an artist and musician. So,
Sounds like you're following the path
yeah.
that has been laid before
It's
you.
been laid before me. It's destiny.
He is the chosen one.
You will play music. Son,
Doesn't matter. You will.
you have no choice.
Yeah. But
Daddy, no.
Papa. Can I go outside, Papa?
Oh, but Dad, I wanted to be a lawyer.
No.
Music is what you shall do.
Use it. It makes you powerful. Let's listen to Obsession. Yeah, we listened to the whole song, but because it's that fucking good, it's totally out of this world. Your engineer did a great job because it doesn't sound muddy, and I know with having all that going on,
it's a lot.
it would like, where are the drums? I don't hear them that much anymore.
I think I
Where
kind
are the
of
vocals?
ruined his life for a couple months with that one, but you know.
And then like you have that guitar like little, not, I wouldn't say it's a riff, it's just like an accent. Wah,
The
wah.
little bends, yeah.
Like it's like small little details where it's just, oh, we're just accenting that dun dun right before we go into another 4 bars or 8 bars. And just little stuff like that oh yeah, it's super easy to do that, but like to think, oh, a bend. Not just a guitar note, a bend.
Yeah.
And I thought that was my favorite part out of the whole song, the bend. Just because no one does that. I really, like, nowadays.
Like to use the
music's-
bend as like an integral like part of the song.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's all I remember. Like the solo, I do remember, but it's that bend. Wah, wah.
So that was actually the first song that we even started writing. So I guess when I really think about it, that song took the longest.
Yeah, 2 years.
It took like 3 years basically
Holy shit.
I mean,
Wow.
because that was the first time we ever met up to start doing this project. He had sent me like, you know, lyrics of him singing that, and I came up with a chord progression, and we met up with my acoustic guitar and started working that. So that was the first song we started working on. And then
Now, you and Carter have been friends for a long time, though, right?
yeah, we played in a band before Volte. It was called Top Shelf. And so there was like a rock reggae band.
Yeah.
That's pretty killer. Yeah, like that.
Yep. And that band was started with Carter and our really good friend Drew Nickel. And when they were younger and they lived in Chico, and they started this rock reggae band. And I'm pretty sure they named it after all the Top Shelf liquor they had collected on their apartment or house or whatever.
Other CVS branded.
Yeah.
It's plastic bottles.
Right.
Black velvet.
Yes.
Barefoot wine just across the top. Yeah.
Hey, no jokes. Like me and Sam, we would
That
we
sounds
would buy
familiar.
pink Moscato at Walmart.
Nice.
The big one because it was like $6,
And just shoot it back.
and we just chug it as fast as we can.
It's like a headache waiting to happen.
Yep.
Yeah. But a good time as well.
Yeah,
Am I right,
yeah.
boys? Am I
For
right?
$6,
Absolutely.
and then you go to McDonald's and grab a bunch of shitty food.
There we go.
I love the song. It was close because I really like Barricade a lot. But this song, just like the verses with the dun dun dun, like it just like I need a move or I feel it, and
I love what you guys chose. I mean, every person I talk to that listens to this album makes me feel a little bit better about it. You know, everyone has a different favorite, and so you know, I don't hear like, I guess, Obsession in Seattle a lot. It's like favorite.
Oh, really?
songs. Yeah.
So when I was initially listening to it, I had it on shuffle, and that was the first one that came up, and I was like, okay, I didn't know what to expect. So like, I don't know, like, I have an ear for like, I really like that orchestral quality, especially in like, for like, you know, like just general rock music kind of stuff, and like,
it sounds very much like the intros to anime that we watch, and some of our more favorite.
I
animes.
can hear that. Yeah, with like the strings and
Like
stuff.
yeah, some of our favorite animes, like we know them from their fucking intros, and not because they have all this stuff going on, but the music is always like, it's
not to lump you guys in
no,
with
not
that,
saying,
but
but it's like, to me that song reminds me so much of
Is it anime or mana or mana? What is it called?
Mana is Korean barbecue,
Wait, really? What's that other anime called? That like-
hentai.
What?
no, we're not bringing that up.
Is there another anime other than anime?
Yeah, there's like right. It's called like mana.
Yeah, I think manga is the comic format
book.
of
Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah, you're thinking of hentai.
Ah.
Hentai is the porn book. Is
No.
porn anime.
that's not
Manga is like a book.
It's a
Maybe
comic.
that's what I'm thinking of.
It's
yeah.
like comic book, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually
A
anime
graphic
or
novel, but it's really a comic book.
manga. But
But
yeah.
I love that kind of music because it's like
I felt like with this song, I kind of who's the guy in Walk Hard? Dewey Cox. I kind of felt like him, just like more didgeridoo. I had to keep adding to it.
Yeah.
Carter's like, "Are you sure? I think this song's done." I'm like, no,
There's more. We can add
sit
more.
down,
more
boy.
guitars.
I like
More.
it's and you just like you keep adding and adding and adding. But I like how you just simply end it with like, I'm a sucker for like a simple, clean piano part, which
Yeah.
is like real melodic. And
It sounds like there might be, and I don't know if this is right, but the piano definitely sounds wrecked. Like
It was recorded on my dad's grand piano.
Yeah, it sounds older.
And
you can hear
but that was just like what we did to it, because it's a super like, it's not an old piano.
Okay.
And
it sounds old and vintage, and
that's
like
what we
it's been
so
in a
we kind
bar
of
for
put that
years.
filter on it
Sounds
because
cool.
we originally had it extremely clean. Mm-hmm. And
No, this is-
it was
yeah.
like, it's just not the quality of the song.
Yeah.
So we ended up
especially with
Make-
like just
put a little dirt in there, just a
just
little
like
scratch.
obsession too. Obsession makes you
Makes you a little crazy,
this
a little dirty.
yeah, a little weird, a little
Yeah.
grievy.
Right.
I like that. Yeah, the piano part. I like that
not
a
my
lot.
favorite part of that song, but I like that took me like
This song
right
reminded
where
me
it
a
needed to.
lot of Welcome to the Black Parade for some reason. I kept thinking when the piano.
Is that
My Chemical?
Yeah, I was
Romance.
about to say
I
My
was like,
Chemical Romance.
and I talked to
Is
Corey
that the
before.
one with the music video where they're all dancing in the church, or is that a different song?
No, that's Helena.
Helena from their former.
No, the one where they're on like the ruined parade float
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
in marching
I
band
remember that.
uniforms.
basically an opera.
I was,
and I've
I
told
think I was
Corey
in middle
this.
school when that came out.
Yep.
We were in high school. Freshman year, or your freshman year, because you had it on your iPod.
This is true.
Maybe I was in high school because
Yeah.
I'm older than you. I think.
older.
Yeah.
You graduated in 07 or 08?
08.
I graduated in 08, but I'm younger than you.
Okay. Yeah. So you were put ahead and I was held back. That's nice. That's really nice.
No, you were perfectly where you needed. I was just, throw him in with the dogs.
Yeah.
You young fool. That's literally what. It's not because I was smart.
Is that
or
what they
anything.
told you?
No, they're just like, oh, we just wanted you to start already. Like,
I'm not
Parents are like, we wanted the house to ourselves.
not ready. I'm not ready. But yeah, I've talked to Corey about this, where it's like totally a drama. Every song's a drama to me. Like there's a start, a story, tragedy, everywhere you go. Like Black Parade. Like I could feel the whole story. And when I first put it on my phone, it didn't put it in order, and I was like, no, I gotta listen to it in order, because for some reason I'm like, they put it in order for a reason, and I needed to follow it. So I would like play the first song, and then once it's ended, I'd go to the second song. I'd like find the second song and pick it, and then after I listened to this album like 8 times.
Nice.
And after like the third time, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna listen to it however it comes, like working out, walking.
I got the feel for the order, so I can just listen to whatever I want now.
And I really had a hard time. I was like, up until like this morning, I was like, fuck, what are my favorite? Like, because I really like, every song is like so different, but very connected, music wise. Because like the palm muted stuff, you have like that, you have a style that you stick to. Yeah, Obsession was cool. I liked it a lot. There's one other part I want to play,
Let's do it.
and it's the beginning.
I was gonna say, I think I know. I have a feeling here.
I had a question about that too, but I'll wait till he plays it.
I'm obsessed with this kind of shit.
Hello, girls and boys. Today we're going to make music. Happy music and sad music. Funny music and serious music. Music that has many of the feelings we have. This music is loud music, isn't it? It is just the opposite of soft. It makes you feel like talking in a loud voice, like shouting. So come along with me. Let's put some of our feelings into music. Ready? Let's begin.
Make your move, it's your turn. Make me a lesson to learn. Well, I'm burned. Draw out from the dark. Light the fuse with a spark. I'm torn apart. Do your best
I love that intro so much. Like that's the thing you're starting us with. Your first song is some guy instructing you on what music and what kind of things there are in music.
There's loud music, and some people like soft music.
Yeah. So you kind of answered off mic, but I was kind of wondering. I was like, so is that like, where'd you guys pull that from? Is that like
that was just pulled online from? It was something with no copyright issues. That's all I know. But
because it sounds like
repeat again, no copyright issues.
We are in the clear.
because it sounds like some kind of like intro music tutorial.
I thought it was your engineer.
There was a bunch. I don't know if it was from some bigger thing, but there was a bunch of it, and we chopped it all up and kind of placed it where we wanted it to go. So I don't even know if any of it's in that actual order. You know, we just made it fit.
Just cut it around.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but we originally had a Rocky sample from the Rocky movie. Remember that?
What?
I can't remember. It's like, I don't know. You know, where
He's trying to bury you.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, sometimes life is hard and you got to get it. And like, you know.
I was like, I think I know the one you're talking about.
And
Is that Rocky 2?
No. I think it's from one of the newer ones, right?
I'm actually not sure.
I was like, it sounds like that talk he gives his son.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
He's like, life beats you down, but you got to get back up.
That's what it was. Yeah. And it actually, it fit really well. But that we just couldn't afford, like you couldn't even touch it because the
Warner Brothers
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Universal be like, no.
That's a lot.
Oh, you're selling it?
Yeah.
Lots of money.
Right. So we got rid of it, but I'm really satisfied with that instead because I thought it was like the perfect mixture of like introduction as compared to a little bit of comedic relief almost going into an album.
Also, I can't remember. I know the last time I heard that in an album, and this was like 10, 12 years ago. And it
Right.
was with a band that like probably no one ever heard of.
With that kind of intro.
Yeah. It's the band was called the Red Ribbon Army, and they're based off Dragon Ball. And
You guys are so animated.
I was like, what a nerdy ass thing to say.
The singer, he like, does this, and it's like a communist like thing. And they're like at a rally, and he's like, "Welcome to the death of the Red Ribbon Army," and then they go into the song.
That's pretty awesome.
I like stuff like that because it's more theatrical and not just, hey, this is just a song. No, we want you to get into the song.
And then it you know, it kind of like it leads into like a good like opening statement song
A
too,
very
because that's
sexy rock song.
Yeah, that-
because just the holding out and like not too much, just kind of seduce you a little bit.
Yeah, I hadn't mentioned that, but Fire Away, I thought that's a good tone setter for an album. It's like,
I feel like even fitting with the lyrics, it's like fire away. Like let's get it going. Let's get it going, boys. Let's listen to some music.
Let's go, boys.
But we for a while didn't even have any idea of doing like a sample on the intro there. But you know, after listening to it, we're like, we want this to be the first song on the album. But after hearing that intro like 100 times, it's kind of like it sort of feels a little empty.
Was it just those hits?
It was just the hits, and I was like, I can only make the hits so interesting. Like, is this too long? You know, we talked about cutting it in half,
Like
removing the whole first guitar part, and then we finally, you know, came up with the idea of putting some kind of sample on there, and that's when we did the Rocky thing, and then we moved to that one. It's like, okay, this will work.
When it comes to this music, space is not the best thing, especially when it's hits. Like
Right,
like okay,
we're waiting.
yeah. Like I always was taught whenever you're presenting your album to someone, like first 30 seconds, if they don't like it, they're not gonna like anything else. And I was like, yes, this is good. Let's start. I don't care how anything else sounds. To be that creative and put
It's like your 10 slide pitch deck. That's like the first intro of the first song on the album.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're not
what are
catching
you
me with this.
selling me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not investing. Bye.
But we are investing.
Sweet.
We are. Anything else you like to add, Corey? Go follow on Instagram.
Yeah, follow us, man. We're at we're pretty much on all social platforms. I guess except for Twitter at this point. We got to get better at that. We're on Twitter. We just are not on Twitter. If that makes sense.
There's a grayed out picture.
But Twitter exists. We're on Instagram. That's probably our most active. Volt_music. or on Facebook, which I think is just Volt Music, or our website, which is voltmusic.com. Don't forget that's VOLTE, not to be confused with Volte,
Who's another band?
who's another band probably.
Oh, no, wait. Volte. Isn't that the thing from Twilight?
Don't even talk. Just shh. We had.
Are we
the quality was
talking about
here.
vampires now? Okay.
I was like, the quality was here. You just brought it down.
Now we are canceled.
I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, be sure to check out our new single that will be already released. Repeat
Has
it
been released.
with a video. And check out our YouTube. We got some cool videos. So that's the other thing about us. We like to do covers.
I seen you guys did like a. What was the last thing I seen from you guys?
I think the last one we did was the last one we released was one of our originals. We did an acoustic version of "Burn the Ships." It's on the album, and
You did like that Billie Eilish song.
we did a Billie Eilish cover.
And then there was like a mashup or.
Who I still don't know her.
She's
Or I
cool,
have
dude.
never heard any.
She's got some, she's pretty
People
cool.
are like, you've heard her music. It's like,
We're just
it's like,
old.
have you listened to the radio? I'm like, yeah, but like,
You've probably heard.
Just,
yeah.
just old David.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't.
I'm older than you, and I'm covering.
I
your songs.
swear, 2012. Like, don't even.
You
talk
never
about
left. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we did. We got a Bad Guy. That was a song, Bad Guy, that we covered of hers. And then we did Radiohead, Fade Out. Those are like loop pedal covers. So actually, if we go way
You're
back,
playing live, like just
Yeah.
everything, one take.
looping live, yeah, one
Nice.
take. And that was really, if we think way back before even the idea of Volt started, it really began that when Carter and I stopped playing with Top Shelf, we wanted to continue to work together, but we didn't know what we were going to do. And so I had started working with a loop pedal. And so we played a couple of acoustic gigs where we just did a bunch of covers, but it was all like loop. And so we were like, is this our thing? Are we doing like a loop thing? And, eventually when we started writing songs, it became very clear very quickly. It was like, this is a full band project.
Yeah.
But we'd still like to do covers like that. So you can check those out on YouTube. We also have a really cool music video that we did for Gone, which was the first single that we released. That's on YouTube.
Another track off this album.
Yes, exactly. Thank
the
you.
fourth track.
Just
Fourth
so you
track.
know.
Yep. And what else is on there? We did another interview with our good friend Paige Raymond, and there's 2 videos up there. If you guys want to find out more about, we dive really deep into like our writing process and stuff on that. So, yeah,
Here we just compliment Corey. That's
yeah.
what we do.
We drink
Highlight a few things.
we drink sours and highlight here.
Yeah.
That's
It doesn't have to be beer. Beer, it's not beard me that sour
yeah.
And then,
sour.
or rice me that rice.
I like that.
and then bearing in mind that this will go up sometime after the 20th, any upcoming shows or anything?
Yeah, well, we have show on the 19th, so one day before this is released.
probably.
But if it comes on the 20th on Friday, is that right?
That would be the Monday after. So
It's like the 21st, maybe?
Well, you guys are useless. Never
The
mind.
19th
So
the
the weekend before this is released, the 19th is a Thursday. We're playing at Navajo Live in San Diego, and then we're playing at, I can't remember the name of the venue, so forgive me, but we're playing in Hollywood, California on Saturday the 21st.
Hold on. I made notes of this.
19th is the Thursday because I'm leaving for Portland the 20th.
I don't know how recent this information was, but I seen something about a show in Chico on like the 27th.
Yep, we're playing. Yes, that's correct.
And then
Chico, and then we're playing in Santa Rosa, California, which is where I'm from. So my friends better show up,
Or fuck them.
or you're not my friends.
So at least a couple show opportunities for people listening.
Yes, and we're gonna be much busier this summer. You can count on that. So follow us, man. Yeah,
Is
check
there
us
a
out,
second album already?
dude. We're ready
Do you
for
have
it.
you have enough material?
We don't have enough material,
But
but we've got. I know Carter's got a stockpile of more recorded ideas, and
Perfect.
and that's all we need. That's all. That's the spawns the creation. But yeah, we've already talked about. We were ready to do a new album when we finished this. You know, it's like you guys probably understand. It's like you work so long on an album. By the time you get done with it,
you're like,
it's like,
fuck.
okay,
like,
next one.
I never want to touch it. Something new, please.
Right.
Like, is it good? Who cares?
Like
Let's
it's
just
lost
fucking
meaning
do
at
it.
this
Yeah.
point. I've listened to it so
Well,
much.
after, like that's like the best way to learn music. You just play it over and over and over and over and over, and then you are like, I'm bored. I've played this 10,000 times.
It's like, sweet. I know how to play Louie Louie now. Let's
Like
move on.
Brandon Urie from Panic at the Disco. I hate this song. I write sins.
All right. Well,
Thank you so much for joining us, Corey.
Thank you.
First guest.
Yeah. I feel really honored to be here.
First guest.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys.
Oh,
Now, is it the Dave and Sam show, or is it the Sam and Dave show?
It's called Beer to Me That Beer podcast.
we don't bring our chemistry talk.
We both have really big egos that we like.
Leave to the side.
Yeah.
We don't
We
drop
leave
names
it
in
up to
there.
the listener here.
Yeah.
The door is where the egos stay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is that the new sign off?
No. Thanks for listening.
Keep drinking, keep listening.